So we got about 6 miles or so today and 10 locks. And we're sharing it with Narrowboaters Smock, who are Instagrammers on Sheridan Parsons with a Z on Instagram. So give them a look. Busy morning on the Kennet and Avon. One paddle working on this lock, going up. So the wide beam in front had a long wait to get out. Anyway, so here we go. Last but one lock today. That puts our garden to shame. So here we are with my state-of-the-art mapping system. Right, this is the map. Every boater will be familiar with this. Available at every chandler's and canal side shop. As you can see, I've coloured in yellow highlighter pen where we've been, and for those that are unfamiliar with geography of the UK, there's the major cities there. There's London, Cambridge, Birmingham, Oxford, and we are here. We're a good way along the Kennet and Avon now, probably almost 2/3 to Bristol, and that's where we're going to head to and eventually turn around. These dotted lines here are unnavigable routes, or routes that are being restored at the moment. So restoration of the canals requires on lottery funding or donations. I don't think there's much government money going into it, if at all any. The little stretches of the Montgomery down here to Newtown almost that aren't quite finished, and this, I'm not sure if this map is a bit outdated, because it shows that the Droitwich section here as a unnavigable stretch of canal, but we've been up there. So anyway, yeah, we're here near Devizes. We're going to take probably 10 days for us to pootle along into Bristol, and then we shall just return all the way back to Reading. So the plan is that we're going to go back to Reading, which will probably take us to the end of September, and then past Marlow on the Thames, down to Windsor, down to Teddington, and then the Thames becomes tidal, so you've got a short, I think it's 6 mile stretch in Inford Junction there, and we're going to go down the Paddington Arm, Regent's Canal, and then back, and then up north, and hopefully it will be up in the Midlands by the end of October, early November, and just keep going north. Once we've got to here up the Grand Union, we'll then decide which way to go, whether we go that way on the Leicester arm of the Grand Union, or to Coventry on the Shropshire Union, up to Chester. Who knows? We haven't got a clue. There's all this, I'm dying, aching to get up to Yorkshire, up to Skipton, this area. The scenery up there is absolutely stunning, and my dream is to eventually go up this section here, across this Ribble, it's called the Ribble Link, and then up the Lancaster Canal as far as we can just past Cornforth, and then we can get a train, get the buses, or just go walking in the Lake District and the Fells up that area. So maybe that's the plan for next spring, because I've got a feeling this Ribble link isn't open all year round. So that's the plan. No plan actually. Just the only plan we've got is to get back off this Kennet and Avon section and into London, then up as far as there, the Grand Union.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me were meant to be outdoors, forever free.
Fabulous place we've pitched up at. We set out to try and get some Wi-Fi because it's pretty Spartan around here. But we plunked ourselves here. Absolutely no Wi-Fi whatsoever. But I think the view makes up for it. Yes, and you can see Fran's behind the tiller, and she's been going in a real straight line. On the last video we said we'd quick run through the boat to show you our storage facilities. So we're coming into the well deck now, and right at the bow of the boat in there is water storage. It's a huge tank and holds God knows how many gallons of water. We've never run out, and every time we think, oh, we must be getting really low, we've lifted up that lid and had a look, and we've got at least half a tank or so. But that, we store loads of rubbish in here. We've had a bit of a tidy up actually, and we've shoved the recycling to the back end of the boat so we can get in and out of here pretty easily. And then here we've got gas bottle storage, and that's the one that's being used at the moment, and on this side there's a spare one under there. So coming through the boat, down the steps, underneath the well deck we've got storage under there for wood and bits and bobs, and that's where the water cut-off point is there, and there's the water pumps under there as well. hopefully eventually we'll get some steps made that also have lift up lids for storage, but whether that'll happen or not is another thing. And here we've got some book and DVD storage trays that we bought off eBay, really nice things actually, really handy. And coming through the boat, oh there's the lovely Fran. Would you like to take over?
Shall I talk to camera?
Yes.
We showed you earlier when we bought our sofa bed. This has got brilliant storage in it, because when the chair of the sofa lifts up, apart from spare parts for the bed, I've obviously got all my weaving yarn under there. The sofa also came with 2 footstools.
Here's one.
Rich has got one for all these bits and pieces, and again I've got more more sewing stuff. So much storage in those bits there.
Yeah. And looking on the table, we've got Waterways World magazine for September, and coincidentally featuring Locke's famous flights, and that is the Cane Hill flight, which is no more than half a mile ahead of us, and we'll be coming down that in the next couple of days.
We're going to be going to London, aren't we, and doing this, and we need to do that, as you will see in a minute.
And also there's a Windlass Buyer's Guide, which is going to be riveting reading.
Well, we don't need another windlass, because I managed to fish one out of the canal the other day after I'd knocked the top of the chimney in, tried to fish that out.
That's another story. Under the table is dog storage. Hello doggies. They love it under there. And here is our Welsh dresser. Yeah, we've mentioned this before, haven't we? You know,
we did discuss the other day what our best buys were for this boat, didn't we? And this has got to be one of them, because with all the rice and that's normally got pasta in it, but we've eaten it all. They all store in there and don't fall off when the boat.
When you crash it into a lock.
And this has been a really good thing, hasn't it? And then just general couple of cupboards for the kitchen, but it's ample. We've got plenty of storage in there. I wouldn't open that if I was you.
It's dried foods, etc. in there, and cornflakes. Yeah, we are short of space, so everything just gets crammed in. But,
this has got to go. This came with the boat, and this is really naff storage, and it's all leaning forward, so that definitely is on its way out when we get round to it, and we need better storage.
Well, not only that,
kitchen here.
we need a better storage, but we do crack our heads on that on occasion, don't we?
Who does?
I does. So that is why those steps are there, to remind us to walk around rather than through it.
Come this way.
Into the bedroom. Yeah, we've got another one of those naff cupboards above the bed, so every time I make the bed, which is on a rare occasion actually, you always make the bed because you're a good girl, I crack my head on that. But there's storage in there, and we've got various bits and bobs of stuff that we hardly ever look at, so that's hidden away in there. Notice handle missing. Another one of our lovely shelving units there. And it's a bit dim in here today because we're moored up next to a CRT boat in Devizes because there's nowhere else to moor.
You may notice how high the bed is, which can be interesting at times.
Yeah, we bought a new mattress for the bed a couple of months or so ago, and it was twice as thick by the time we unrolled it, and it had expanded. Twice as thick as the previous mattress, so this bed is at least, what, 3 foot something off the ground?
Well, it's got to be, yeah. My hip. But the reason it was high anyway, because there is clothes storage under the bed. This is our only wardrobe space, so we have got some hanging stuff there. But amazingly, you know, a couple of people have said to me that I've always got different clothes on, but I'm not going to get this drawer out. This drawer is undies drawer, but all of my clothes, apart from a couple of dresses, are in there. Everything. And I've learned
spiders, apparently,
that the art is just, number one, buying stuff that packs down very, very small anyway, but rolling your clothes. You know, the jeans just get rolled up so you can see everything that's in there And literally when these clothes are out, they cover the bed, but you pack down carefully. It just takes a little bit of time to put them away carefully, but all my clothes are in that space.
You're more organised than me, because my basket under the bed there is not anything like that, is it? I just throw my stuff in.
Yeah.
And then curse when I can't pull it out.
But it's really not difficult, just folding carefully. You don't need a huge amount of wardrobe space. I guess we are lucky that we have still got a lot of winter clothes back at the cottage. You know, we will go back at some point and do a swap. But it also helps that I in particular am addicted to charity shops, so I can afford just to chuck stuff out and buy new if I need to.
In the corner here you'll see a corner cabinet which serves no function whatsoever. It's just a couple of old quilt covers, I think. Books there that keep falling over, and speaker unit up there which we never use. So all this corner is coming out when we have a mind to. So moving into the bathroom, this is where we're gonna absolutely gut this place, aren't we? I think in the near future. We've got the sink there, nice avocado 1990s style. Cupboard under there, which is just full of tut. Moving past Edna and the loo, there's another cupboard there that's just got cleaning products in it, etc.
And broken shelves.
Broken shelves. So all this needs redoing. And between the bathroom and the engine room, we've got this space here which is crying out. Apart from having the porthole repaired, look at that. It keeps falling down. It's crying out for some shelving here. We've got various bits and bobs of boxes with cables, screws, batteries, everything, and my paints and boxes of paper and pens, etc. Moving into the engine room, we've recently put these 3 boxes in here, which were from IKEA. The bottom one's got Dougie dinner in, and these 2 have got various odds and sods like paintbrushes, etc. tools. Really handy. I mean, they were only like £5 each from IKEA. Real space saving idea. So there you have it. Quick guide to Constanza's storage. And here's a sad tale. The barge inn here at Honey Street, a well-known pub on the Kennet and Avon, is up for sale. We moored here in the hope to have a beer last night and use their Wi-Fi, but is no longer, and apparently in recent times it's got a bit of a history of not making it, but not sure what's wrong.